Okay guys, so it wasn't until this stage I watched this video back and realised that I didn't have the volume on my camera. So I'm going to do a voiceover just to let you know what I'm mixing together here. So the mix to get these types of jobs, these types of features, decorative concrete or faux bois, whatever you want to call it, I find the easiest mix to use is, now that bag that I have right there that I'm using at the moment, that's plastering sand, which is just washed building sand basically. It's got less crap in it. The first one that I used, the bag nearest to me there, that's sharp sand. So we've got 2 sharp sand, 1 builder sand and 1 cement, like you see there. Mix it up dry first of all. That's what I was actually trying to say while I was recording this, but waffle. So always mix it up dry first before you add any fluid to cement, especially this type of decorative stuff. There's a big stone I found in the mix, don't know where that come from. So mix it all together nicely first, and then the water that I'm going to use in a moment has got some plasticizer in it. So plasticizer, basically what that does is reduces the amount of water that you need, because concrete with the least amount of water is the strongest. I'm going to show you in a moment the plasticizer. There's lots of different makes, lots of different brands. This just happens to be one that I picked up off the shelf in the builders merchants, but you can get pretty much whatever you want. Now it's got a very small ratio. In that 1.5 litre bottle of water, there is only 1.5 mil. I mean, that's literally half a cap full. That's half of that water bottle, half of that cap in a 1.5 litre bottle. It's very concentrated. So you only actually have to use a tiny bit of water, and you'll find that it will become wet. Now I actually put too much water into that mix. So this time around I'm going to thicken it up. So when I start mixing that in a moment, you're going to see what I mean. It's going to be too wet basically. Here is some fibres. So I'm going to put a small handful of fibres. You don't need that many. Yeah, that's half a handful. You need very few. It's only a small mix. You're only doing small batches at a time. You don't want to mix up too much at a time. Now, one thing that I did find out during this mix here, put the fibres in the dry mix before you put the water in. That's it. You're going to find in a moment. Right, as you can see, that is too wet. So quite literally, if you was to put a tiny drop of plasticizer into a bucket of damp sand, it will almost turn to water. It's crazy stuff, very strange. It basically takes all of the air out of the concrete mix. So the less air you get, the stronger it is. So less water is better. So I did put a little bit more just to bulk it up a bit, just to dry it out really. So I'm putting a half a ratio of each of these into the mix. That building sand's been sitting around for a while and it's gone all lumpy, so that's what I'm doing there, is trying to dig out all the crap. So half one of them and a third of one of those keeps the ratio about right, and that brings it back to how it's supposed to be. So we're going to mix that together. Okay, so the main objective here, guys, is to make sure that you squeeze all of the cement into the mesh, right down to the core of the metal rebar. That's the main thing there, is to not leave any gaps. Literally just squeeze it in there as hard as you can and make it as dense as possible. That's the idea, and that will make it very, very strong. But it'll be a very strong mix when this goes off.